Okay, so you are the catfish.
That would be me.
Okay, so why did you contact Usman to do this? Like, what
It's so
motivated?
easy. It's so easy. And that's the thing. I called him a scammer from the jump, just from the promos, because we actually started talking way before the show aired. Um, and, he told me they weren't married. And then all of a sudden, oops, I'm going to divorce her. What? So now all of a sudden, you have to divorce someone that you're not married to. So scam began.
So how did it get from like just messaging him to like that intimate?
Oh, it was easy. I mean, basically with him, his main focus is to get over here by any means necessary. He claims that that's not his focus, but as you can see, him promoting his career constantly, constantly, constantly is his way of getting over here, making millions of dollars, becoming this international celebrity, which I don't see happening, especially not now. But I don't
His
know.
music is absolutely terrible. Can I just add that?
It really is. It's horrible.
It's like
It's horrible.
super auto-tuned corrected. It's
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I mean, my God, you saw the box that he works out of, so how could it be any better? So yeah, I don't know. I carried it on as long as I could, and then of course when Lisa found out about the messages, her and her best friend, Mommy Says Bad Words, aka Nicole, um, who claims that she was on the show. It actually wasn't even Nicole that was on the show, it was her older sister. Um, and I also have, the side by sides of what Nicole really looks like and what her sister looks like. Her sister has a big mole right here. Nicole doesn't. And Nicole also claimed that she was not Mommy Says Bad Words that does all the filtered videos, and backs up Lisa, but also in the filtered video, versus the video that she did without the filter, she had a big pimple right here. And then
mm-hmm.
in a filtered video, there was a big pimple right there. So, it's the same person. It's just she's taking the claim that she was the one that was on the show and it was not her, it was her sister.
So Lisa, like, when did all of this blow up? Like,
Lisa actually, she was actually fairly nice, even after, she found out about the messages and stuff like that. She agreed that I was, being a victim too, because, he lied about it. I sent her all the screenshots. And can you hear me okay?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Brenly, put that down some. Sorry, just watching Rapunzel. Um, uh, but anyway, I had made a statement, and I guess she thought that we were best friends after I had, disclosed all this information with her. And I made a statement on one of Mommy Says Bad Words posts. It was words post. It was, I don't
His
know.
music,
I don't
his
know.
music is absolute. She tells everyone that we are together, and I have an NDA, so I cannot say anything. I want her to know we are together because if she believes we are together, I will come to America with my true queen. So he's basically like, these are, yeah, these are, it's, these are real. These got leaked and they've been picked up, and it's like, um, they're in damage control right now, like massive damage control. He'll never get a visa. There's no way. No visas now.
Hey,
Hi.
I have no makeup on and I have way too much sun.
That is
Too much sun.
that is okay. So you are the catfish.
That would be me.
Okay, so why did you contact Usman to do this? Like, what
It's so
motivated?
easy. It's so easy. And that's the thing. It was, I called him a scammer from the jump, just from the promos, because we actually started talking way before the show aired. Um, and, he told me they weren't married, and then all of a sudden, oops, I'm going to divorce her. What? So now all of a sudden, you have to divorce someone that you're not married to. So, scam began.
So how did it get from like just messaging him to like that intimate?
Oh, it was easy. I mean, basically with him, his main focus is to get over here by any means necessary. He claims that that's not his focus, but as you can see, him promoting his career constantly, constantly, constantly is him, his way of getting over here, making millions of dollars, becoming this international celebrity, which I don't see happening, especially not now. But I don't
His
know.
music is absolutely terrible. Can I just add
It,
that?
it really is. It's horrible.
It's like
It's horrible.
super auto-tuned corrected. It's
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I mean, my God, you saw the box that he works out of, so how could it be any better? So yeah, I don't know. I carried it on as long as I could, and then of course when Lisa found out about the messages, her and her best friend, Mommy Says Bad Words, aka Nicole, um, who claims that she was on the show. It actually wasn't even Nicole that was on the show, it was her older sister. Um, and I also have, the side by sides of what Nicole really looks like and what her sister looks like. Her sister has a big mole right here. Nicole doesn't. And Nicole also claimed that she was not Mommy Says Bad Words that does all the filtered videos, and backs up Lisa, but also in the filtered video, versus the video that she did without the filter, she had a big pimple right here. And then
mm-hmm.
in a filtered video, there was a big pimple right there. So, it's the same person. It's just she's taking the claim that she was the one that was on the show and it was not her, it was her sister.
So Lisa, like, when did all of this blow up? Like,
Lisa actually, she was actually fairly nice, even after, she found out about the messages and stuff like that. She agreed that I was, being a victim too, because, he lied about it. I sent her all the screenshots. And can you hear me okay?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Brenly, cut that down some. Sorry, just watching Rapunzel. Um, uh, but anyway, I had made a statement, and I guess she thought that we were best friends after I had, disclosed all this information with her. And I made a statement on one of Mommy Says Bad Words posts. It was a simple post, it was like a meme of Soldier Boy on a bike and then Grainy Lisa on the handlebars of the bike,
Mm-hmm.
and it said something about, how you greet your grandma at the hotel or something, or what, I don't know, whatever. And I made the statement, like everybody else does, making fun of her. And I'm like, as if her fat ass could sit on the handlebars of any bike. And she took that and ran with it and started chasing me down, trying to find out who I was. Paid actually to do a background check on someone that she thought I was. And I actually did not even know where this one city that she thought that I was this lady in was until I Googled it. And it's like an hour and a half away from me. But she even went into my private messages and talked about a dog that I had named Belle, and said I had a husband named Mitch and all that kind of stuff. And then she talked about, let me go in the other room because she's going to get louder. But yeah, she talked about, having me, what they call swatting. She wanted someone to scam me into thinking that they were, attracted to me, get into my inbox, get into my trust file, and have me send them a photo ID so that she could contact the local police here and say that I was on drugs, I was dealing drugs, and raid my house. And she's a complete psycho. So, but, and that's why I started the page, because I was like, I made one statement after showing you that your husband was scamming you, and this is how you repay me. So, okay, here's my contribution to you.
So someone asked in the questions, like, what was in this? What's in it for you to do this?
Nothing, nothing at all. I mean, I've been contacted by a TMZ. I declined that interview. I don't want any money from it. The fact of it is that the scamming part of everything about this show, especially on Usman, and her, it started out as, like I was kind of flattered at the fact that, I follow everybody from the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and on my original, my own profile page, that has everything, to do with my real life, is locked down. So when I followed, her, I followed all the new cast members, and he actually followed back. And so in doing that, that's what opened up my page to him. And on there, I mean, I have pictures of my kids, my house, my cars, and I was like, okay, so I thought that was kind of cool that, he followed me back, because I had never had that done. And a few days later had passed by, and that's when he reached out and said that, I was very beautiful, which I'm totally not right now, so I'm not bragging about that. But he started with the conversation. I did not reach out to him. And so that's when he started, little by little, over time, he started, making more advancements, as getting closer to me. And then also, spilling the beans, about their real relationship and stuff. So
So he basically was targeting you then?
he never asked me for money, for one. I will say that. He never asked me. I really don't think that it wouldn't have come down to that if we, had, kept talking, before the original messages were leaked. Um, I think he was working his way up to that, because, he had made a few statements about, me having a pool and, having a nice car, and, the fact that I was able to retire at 41 and live a comfortable life, and, stuff like that. So that definitely sparked some intrigue on his end. And, I have pictures of my house on my real Facebook, on my real Instagram page. And, he had made several comments about, you live like a very nice life in America. And, something, oh God, there's been so much said. Um, Basically that's the type of life he would like to live. And also, he talked about her, not making very much money, doing what she does. And it's very funny that he says that there's not a way to describe hospice care, which is not being a doctor,
Yeah.
in Nigeria. But he he knew the term very well. He was like, I know that she does not make very good money doing, the hospice work, taking care of the elderly. So he knows what it means, but he was trying to sell his mom on the fact that, he was going to be marrying a rich doctor in America.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the whole thing is just, I mean, I don't get anything out of it, except now it's like, when you come after me, my kids, my life, you know, you unleash the Kraken. So here I am.
So how did he follow you again? You had a page? Did
Well, I have a real page with my real life, my kids, my home, and I just happen to, follow all the cast members, all the 90, day gossip. I'm hooked on all the TLC shows, the Love After Lockup, Married at First Sight, After the 90 Days, stuff like that. And so I follow everyone. And so, once I followed him, he followed me back. And so,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And so that opened up because I had my page on lockdown until I accept someone, which is, thank God I do that, because ever since the original messages were leaked to Lisa, or she found them out or whatever, I have gotten, I would probably say, a good 15 15,000 requests that I've had to like delete and block.
So
And
when did all of these screenshots get leaked?
um, we were talking back in the early part of March. Well, actually, the end of February to the early part of March, or middle part of March, actually. And so right around, it was probably around the 14th of March, I believe, is when she found out about them and jumped into my DM and cussed me out. And that's when I'm like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Like, I can help you, because he's the one that lied and said that y'all weren't even married. So if you want me to help you, calm
Mm-hmm.
down. Don't talk to me this way, or otherwise, then you can just F off. And so she
So was
calmed
she
down.
surprised that he was talking to you like that?
Of course. Well, I mean, come on. I'm not the first one, and I'm not the only one that he would be doing it to now. It's just, all of these girls that are jumping on his lives, he's talking to all of them too. So, but the thing of it was that Badness, his manager, and I believe Ava and Badness had made him say that all of our messages were fake. And Lisa knew about that. And in some of those screenshots I think I sent you, was where her and mommy says bad words, were basically saying, no, that's a complete utter lie. Like these messages are real. So,
So she's like, um, as far back as March knows that he's scamming her, basically.
of
Or
course, yeah.
did she know that before then?
No, I don't think so. No. Sorry, I'm
And
going
they at
outside.
some point block each other.
Oh, yeah. As far as I knew, they were blocked, which now, I can see from other accounts that that she, I guess they've been unblocked from each other's accounts because, I've seen her liking his post, and now he's promoting her and all that. So I don't know when that reconciliation happened. But yeah, they were both blocked at some point on each other's Facebook or whatever, Instagram.
Yesterday, when I talked to her, she called what he did on that interview a publicity stunt.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but if my husband like put me out there to say that I was going to kill myself, I don't think that's very good publicity, actually. And
Do
I
you
really
think,
thought,
do you think they're financially motivated with this?
of course, yeah. And that's the thing, it's even if they don't get, like I said, about the TLC, they don't get paid until the show is actually aired and over with. And with their break in the NDA, the non-disclosure acts, contracts, they're not going to get paid from the show because there's been too many leaks. Their wedding photos, all the messages have come out. And then him doing that interview yesterday or whenever he did it with those three girls, um, the season's not over with, and you're out there spilling the beans the way he did about their sex life, her mental health problems, trying to commit suicide. He doesn't love her, never did, and now he wants to have three other wives because he wants to have kids and she can't have kids anymore, and he only married her because of her threats of suicide. I there's too many things out there, but he's been so pushed and pushed and pushed on Instagram and has so many followers, um, that I honestly think that once the show is over with, he may actually be able to do something. I mean, he's streaming his music. he is getting money off of people every time they download his songs, which is why he's pushing it so hard. Um, which is crazy to me because I think his songs are crap, and so I'm not going to pay anything for anything. But, he is making money off of every time, one of these little young girls pops on and, oh my God, I love your song. I streamed it. I downloaded it. And so he's doing what he set out to do, and that's get his name out, and by any means necessary, including Lisa.
So,
So,
did he tell you why he went on the show?
oh he wanted the reason, like, he was the one that pressed her to go on the show. She did not want to go on the show because of her age. She knew that, people would be, talking about her age, his age difference. And he said that it took him, a few weeks to actually convince her. And he had told her, that, baby love, if you love me, this will help my career. This, will put my music on the mainstream and people will see it and I can make money. So he did the whole show knowing that there is a storyline to follow because he mentioned Angela and Michael. And so he knew about the show, and he knew that his music would get played from the very first episode. His music was played, and look at where it is now. So, there's a reason for everything. And so him doing the show was nothing but straight publicity for him, even if it makes him look like a fool.
That's insane. Well, she's
But
got representation now, so.
yeah, yeah, she has a PR, public, what is it, publicist? No, she needs a publicist. She has a promoter. Yeah. But I don't know. But yeah, we haven't heard anything from her. The last time she posted was about 6 hours ago, and I'm really surprised. So I'm just waiting to see if she shows up for this wonderful watch party on Sunday, because I plan on being in the house just to see. Yeah.
So they're not together. He's a
Mm-mm.
scammer. She told you he was smelly.
Yeah. hmm And that, and remember the ones where I think it was, she had sent me, my deliveries are being delivered, or groceries. But I mean, there was one, I don't know if I sent you that screenshot. If I didn't, then just tell me to. But where she was talking about how she had all of Nigeria in an uproar. His family's disowned him. He's a disgrace to his peers.
Yeah.
She pulled the effing rug out from underneath his career. She's going to destroy it. His
Wow.
family loves her, and just, I don't know. And she even goes on, with her being so converted now into Islamic or Muslim faith or whatever it is. Oops, hold on just a second. Okay. She was bad mouthing Badness, who she, calls him her father every time they go live. And that's another thing. Why all of a sudden, why do you just do lives with his friends, and lives with everyone else? Why are you just doing lives with them
They
and not
probably
your own
can't do
husband?
lives together due to the show.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Um,
I don't know
you
why
know,
that should be like a part of the show. Like, are they together or aren't they? I mean, who cares? Like, that shouldn't be like a just.
yeah. And that's what I had even told him, when he said something about the messages getting leaked, that, Badmus was going to say that it was a fake account and, that the messages weren't real. And that's when Lisa and Mommy said, that's BS. We've seen it. I sent her even his phone number. I was like, is this his phone number? And she said, yes, that's his line. SOB, Yahoo boy, yada, yada, whatever. And so, Mommy says bad words went onto her messenger or her Instagram and, said that, I was totally scammed as well. And that, I had nothing to do with, being a home wrecker or anything like that. Like, he was lying to me. So, I don't know.
So you did this to expose him? I'm still trying to understand that part of it.
Well, the thing about it is that once the messages got leaked, we both cut off all communication because people were coming at me, on my real page. And then when I made the comment about Lisa, just a simple comment, just making a light joke about everything, about the meme in particular, um, she went on this rampage and tried to find me and locate me and started calling and threatening me. And,
Well,
and it
she's
was just
probably
like,
mad that you're talking to her husband.
well, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I showed her the screenshots where he said he was not
Who
married to her.
leaked the photos? You're the only one that had them.
No, she has access to his phone. She pays his phone bills.
So who leaked all the screenshots?
That we don't know. Neither him nor I know that. And he even said that he thinks that she hacked into his Instagram account, which is where we first exchanged phone numbers, was on Instagram in private message. And then so after the WhatsApp things were leaked, he contacted me on Snapchat because Snapchat deletes after a certain amount of time. And I didn't even have Snapchat until he mentioned it.
How is that possible? Why would Lisa leak those screenshots? That doesn't benefit her.
Publicity. That's the only thing that I can think of is publicity. Pity, I don't know, followers, I don't know. She thrives on drama. So, but
I don't know if I believe that, but
yeah,
that's okay. I don't have to believe that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it benefits either one of them for those things to get out.
No, no. But, it's just, I mean, it's the same thing as, like she said, why would he say anything about her committing suicide or threats of it to gain followers? They're all about gaining followers. So that's her words, not mine.
She's actually said that to me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm referring to is
She's
what
told
you
me
said.
that they'll say shit just to get followers.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is maybe she leaked the screenshots to get more followers, get more pity, get more sympathy, whatever it was. But him saying that and then her coming back to you and saying that he said it out of to gain more followers is the only motive I see behind that.
It
Close
kind
the
of
door,
benefits
baby.
you, though, to get them leaked out, too, though, because then people know who you are.
Do it now. I'm sorry.
It kind of benefits you, though, if you leak them, because then you get, you know, exposure.
Yeah, but up until this interview, I've kept my face hidden. You're the only one
Oh,
that's ever
have you?
seen it. Yeah, nobody's seen it. Celeb Guy's interview with me was strictly over the phone. You're the first person I've ever been live with.
Got it.
Yep. So,
This
so
is
I've gained nothing,
fascinating.
So I don't know, but
So when was the last time you guys talked to them?
I haven't talked to Lisa other than her little rants that she obviously thinks that I'm associated with several other pages and thinks that I'm some black guy, loony something up in Canada. And so she sent me screenshots and messages about, real nice, loony, you're buying followers, which they actually, I guess, had it out. And she apologized to this guy. But she sent me messages thinking that I was him up until I guess he proved that I was, that I wasn't him, that he was him. So I don't know. She's paranoid. She's got keyboard warrior syndrome. So I don't know. It's up to
Well,
her.
yeah, I guess. She's
Yeah.
protecting her, like, marriage, though, in a way.
Yeah. Which even in that one screenshot I sent you, I
So
had no
when you were
intention.
talking to him, everything you were saying to him was fake, like you don't love him and you don't have feelings for him?
No. Yeah. I was getting to, I am on the phone. Go out there. Let's go. No, up until that point was probably I'm on the phone, guys. Sorry. um, but everything up until like 2 weeks when you know, who is it? Hold on just a second, please. Go inside. Can I say hi? Fiancé, please. Quarantine kids. Okay. Um, but yeah, everything for like the first 2 weeks when I thought he, was in fact single and all that stuff. I mean, he's very charismatic. I'll give him that. Like, he's very sweet. His words come off nice. As far as me ever going to Nigeria, I don't have any plans on ever traveling that far to meet a man. And that's why a lot of the time, a lot of the talk was about him getting over here, through
So
her.
you were catfishing him, or you actually had feelings?
No, I was getting to the point where I enjoyed talking to him. And then that's when the divorce thing came out about, he would like to divorce her. And that was before the show ever aired. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're married? You told me you were single and that you weren't with her anymore. And that's when he said, haha, no, I wanted to see your reaction. And then that's when I flipped on him and I was like, if you're married and you want to get a divorce from her, great. I can accept that. She is older than you. And that's when
But
my
aren't you
my plate.
married?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you married?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
but no. And so that's the thing. She went after this one lady. Um, and this one lady is out in Highlands, Texas, I believe. Highlands or Highlands side, someplace. And this lady was married and she had kids. She had animals and dogs and all this kind of stuff. And she actually sent me photos of her Facebook page and said, nice try. I'm going after your husband now. And I'm like, you know, this is not me, but, have your fun, because it's not me, but, do what you want to do. But that's who she paid for the background check on.
So,
So,
okay. So have you done this before with other people from other shows?
um, nice try. You'll see.
So
I
is
don't
this
know.
a hobby of yours then?
No,
Like,
this is actually the first time. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. It's not the last though.
so
So yeah.
you like that you got this reaction, or like what's motivating you here, I guess?
Um, the fact that the fakeness of the stories, that's what it really is. It's the fake news. It's, the scripted. Like, I totally, like, this whole season of 90 Days is completely scripted and it is by far one of the worst seasons that I've ever watched. And I was a fan of the show from the first season on. And I feel like the whole TLC casting team did not do their due diligence when it came down to like screening these people. You have Jeffrey with his criminal history and court documents, and then, Big Ed with his things that he's doing and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. And David and the Yolanda story is just complete scripted catfish. So I don't know. This whole season is just probably going to be the last one for me for a while at least.
I really find this season amazingly entertaining, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean it's entertaining, but it's just not genuine. I just
This
don't
is
feel
one of
like
the
it's
best
genuine.
seasons.
Huh?
I don't think they're all fake.
Mm, I don't know. Maybe no. You're right because I really feel like Varia. I really like Varia. I feel like, she was getting kind of shafted with Jeffrey's situation. Um, but other than that, I don't know. Big Ed, I feel like Rose was genuine, but I also believe that, she knew what she was doing because it's Big Ed. So I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your side of the story.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fascinating. People want to know, did he see real photos of you?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Nothing nude, nothing like that. It was just me and, I dress up. I do a lot of seminars. I also do gun classes and stuff like that. So he saw pictures of me, doing some gun training classes, seminars, and stuff like that. So nothing sexual as far as like, lingerie shots or nudity or anything like that. So no. But yeah, he saw me. We video chatted numerous times, and even to the point where I was trying to get Lisa a video of us video chatting, but my video thing that she told me to download didn't work.
So you started speaking to him before the show ever aired, and then he starts like professing his love to you.
No, yeah. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I did. Brinley, go eat, baby. Hold on just a second. Yeah. Um, was that hers?
No, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I need to actually get off here and like go eat and
No,
stuff.
you're
But
fine. You can go. I really appreciate you spending the time telling me your side of the story.
yeah. Well, yeah, we can do it. We can do another one. Just let me get all the kids fed and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be free after that.
All right.
Okay. I'll see you
Bye, girl.
later. Bye.
Mama, this is so weird.
Okay. What are your thoughts? I pinned that comment by MK. She leaked the screenshots. Here's the thing. I Here's the thing. I will be respectful of every single person that I bring on here. And I found that amusing. It's still not clear to me the motives here of what happened and how this all rolled out. It's very unclear to me if this was a genuine thing or if she did this specifically to trap him. It's also very unclear to me, like, how, like, this whole thing about them getting leaked. So here's what I told Lisa. First of all, I still believe that anyone that gets scammed, whether it's Lisa or anyone else, that's crappy. And it's not like, after talking to Lisa and knowing that she had just gotten out of an abusive marriage for many, many years, like, I feel like she was probably in this place where she was very vulnerable. And he probably gave, how like sometimes when you're in a relationship with someone and, or like, remember how like sometimes when you are in a position when you are feeling really down and you are vulnerable and guarded, but you don't want to get involved with someone. So sometimes it's like easier to escape into like these online fantasies. And so part of me thinks like maybe this thing with Usman and Lisa started out for her as just this distraction from her divorce. Like she divorces the father of her child, and she's been with who she's been with for many, many, many years. And she probably was like, it felt good probably to get this attention. Um, and I think she probably did really care about him. And, you know, I think whether you like Lisa or you hate Lisa, I think no one should be scammed. No one should be taken advantage of. And that includes like doing things behind people's back to try to trap people. And I don't know if that's what this person was doing. That to me, I've never really done that kind of stuff. I always try to like stay like on the forefront of like, this is my face, this is what I do. And I've been very like clear with Lisa that like, listen, Lisa, like, I think you have been nice to me, but I am going to tell the story because like I can't just be blind to what's out there, and I'm going to be critical if because that's what I do as a blogger. Like, I can't just like you and then lose objectivity. So I told her that, talking to people online and DMs, revealing private information, telling them things, telling fans things is just really going to get her in trouble. Lisa doesn't deserve to be scammed, and she's